My childhood friend was about 15 and home alone over a long weekend while his parents were traveling. But on Saturday night around 7 or 8 p.m., he was in his bedroom upstairs when he suddenly heard his mom call up the stairs to come get dinner. He popped his head out of his room, confused as fuck, but no one was there. So he called back down, "Mom, are you already home?" There was a long beep, but then after a few seconds, his mom walked slowly around the corner, coming from where the kitchen was, and looked straight up at him from the bottom of the steps. She just smiled and then walked right back into the kitchen. My friend was frozen in place for a moment, but then again, he heard her call him to come get dinner. He said the only reason he didn't just walk down the stairs to see what the fuck was going on and why she was home so early was because he thought it was strange that she didn't talk or utter a single word when she appeared. Like, why did she just put a smile at him? Like, why did she just smile at him and then walk away? That didn't sit right. The fact that he never saw her open her mouth, he could hear her and he could see her, both plain as day, but never at the same time. And that smallest of details is why he chose instead to slam his door shut, lock it, and call his mom. She answered immediately and was still several states over, hundreds of miles away. They ended up calling the police for fear of an intruder or something, but they never found anyone in the house. It was all locked up with the security system on and everything. He did not sleep there alone anymore after that. That was our first story. Our second story on Reddit was posted by Possibly Unhinged. One day my wife came home. We were living in an apartment in Midtown. It's about 10 p.m. and I was taking the trash to the dumpster in the alley behind my complex. The complex had only 6 two-story apartments, the front door of each facing south. We lived in number 5, and if you were to walk outside, once you open the door, there's a little raised landing where you put a welcome mat. Stepping off the landing, you're on a walkway, and you have to either go left or right because there's a very small wooden fence separating the complex from the large house next door. So if you turn right and walk down past number 4 through 1, you run into a gate, go through a gate, and you're now on one of the main streets in Midtown. If you were to turn left coming out of the apartment, you will pass apartment number 6 and then the laundry room and immediately into a wrought iron gate, and immediately on the other side is the dumpster. It's a very short distance from my door to the dumpster, and with nothing to obstruct your view, you can see from the dumpster all the way down the length of the walkway to the gate at the other end of the complex. The entire area is well lit. Literally every unit would turn their front porch light on every night, and there's a street light where the dumpster is, and one right on the other side of the street side gate. So it's easy to see my wife open the gate and head up the walkway towards our apartment. I waved at her and have no idea how she didn't see me, and I thought about yelling but didn't want to scare her or startle the neighbors. I was done emptying the garbage, so I started walking the short distance to her. As I'm walking up, I see the door to her apartment open. Of course, I figured she'd open it and go inside our apartment, so why not walk in, right? Then when I got behind her and said hi, she became frantic, asking me, "How the fuck did you do that? How did you get back inside?" I explained I'd been at the dumpster emptying the trash, to which she interrupted, "No, you opened the door for me, walked upstairs. I called after you and you turned your head, looked at me, but didn't say anything and just kept walking." And then she started crying. I searched the apartment, found nothing. We moved about 6 months later to that house we're at now. One day shortly after we moved in, my wife thought she saw me walk past the windows that looked into the backyard from the window. But it wasn't me, and again, she said it looked just like me and that it walked all the way around the house before disappearing, and then she realized I was in the bedroom. Those 2 stories are beyond terrifying. What you call that is a mimic. It's where someone copies something, like somebody you care about. And I had a similar experience with my husband, and I will have to do a story time for you guys in the near future for that. But yeah, shit like that is scary. Where you think you see someone and then they're not really there, and it was just either your mind playing with you or it was somebody pretending to be them. Anyways, shit like that terrifies me. I've dealt with it myself living here at the house I'm living in now. And I also dealt with a lot of bullshit when I was dealing with my childhood homes growing up. So I definitely want to sit down here in the future and do another story time about that. So, yeah. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching all the way through. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will have more content like this coming out several times a week. I just want to say thank you to everyone that has supported me so far on this beginning journey. My Instagram and my TikTok will be down below if you guys want to connect with me. My handle is ArianaHolmstrom99 on all social medias. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.